And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. Off screen, I took care of a couple of things. First off, everybody is set up with Atma bonus at this point. Obviously, it's not on Cielo there, but it is going for everyone. Gonna go back with my regular party setup, and let's just check our rings here, make sure I don't have anything I don't want. Okay. Next up, I actually got quite lucky off screen with a couple of the level ups, and Gale and Cielo both gifted me with luck datas, so we're just going to use those real quick. And before we get on our way out of here, just want to check out something on the mantra grid real quick. While I was doing some training to just get Atma bonus onto everybody, I did in fact unlock a special mantra. Roland mastered the Karma mantra, which opened up this secret mantra, which bestowed +2 magic to everybody, so everybody's permanently at 2 more points of magic. Very nice. More useful for the MP at this point, honestly. It's not a huge damage boost, especially on someone who already has weak magic anyway, like Roland, but I appreciate it for right now. My goal for this video is to hopefully get to just before the boss room. At that point, what I want to do is I actually want to stop and train up Gale and Cielo, because this is the point in the game where they're going to be tagging in for more of the game, and the reason for that will become apparent soon enough. I'm going to have to change up Argilla's skill set. But yeah, right now I mostly want to focus on having Surf do the hunting so that he can get his mantras mastered. Right now he's working on, I forget what its name was, I think it was like Bolt Wizard or something. It's the thing that'll teach him Mazianga. After that, I do want to switch him on to the mantra that will teach him Mabufala. However, there is going to be a field hunt, Bolt Emperor, that is it. There is going to be a field hunt by the end of this dungeon, and we're going to want to switch his mantra to Calm Spirit for that, so that he can learn that really quickly. Of course, as it is always the case with field hunts, there's going to be a little bit of luck involved, just in case I miss or anything, and more useless human enemies. Other things to note is that Surf, actually with his next level up, he will cap his magic, and then we will have to be distributing his stats into a different statistic, or his level up points into a different statistic. Let me see. West room. And as far as I can tell, the northern room has nothing in it. But in this room, we get a rose, a very valuable plant item. And in fact, in the next dungeon, there will be an enemy that can potentially drop roses. But if only we had a really good way to guarantee item drops. Oh well. There is also one other mantra that I want to master. That would be the Hades mantra. I don't particularly care about having access to revive magic, but the secret mantra that the Hades mantra contributes to unlocking... Oh, I actually want to use Ki Blast instead, and if this misses, it's okay. Alright. Yeah, Ki Blast has lower accuracy, but it's not low enough that I'm against taking a chance on it, and as long as Roland hits at least one enemy, very nice, then I can just have Surf follow up with a higher tiered magic. Speaking of higher tiered magic, let me see here. Yes, I got Zionga set. Also, I had Mutual Karma. I knew I had an incorrect skill on her. They have Mutual Karma. I want Rend Asunder on Argilla so that she can hunt also. Man, we are getting a ton of human enemies here. Let's just crossfire this guy to get him out of the way. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, so our next goal is just back to the first security gate. Oh, actually, his magic is already capped. That's weird. Well, where I'm going to be distributing all of Surf's points going forward is actually into Strength. Now, this might seem counterintuitive. You would think, well, his other stats are really low, and he's not doing any physical attacking anyway. Wouldn't it make more sense to distribute points into that? And normally, I'd agree with you, but there's a very particular reason why we want to work towards capping out both of Surf's attacking stats, and that won't become apparent for much later, but it is along the same reason as to why I prioritized capping magic above all else. Alright, with Atma bonus on Surf, as long as I can manage a couple hunts per fight, he will be to mastering Bolt, what was it? Oh man. Bolt Emperor, I don't need to check it. We got another dead body here. But this one is just a dead body. Now I believe we want to take this room here. And this one, we get a curse shot. Better piece of ammunition there. Let's see, I will set that on Surf, as always, he does the most damage with his bullets. And then we'll pass the curse shot down to, or the trank shot down to Argilla. Get her damage up a little bit there. Okay. Man, I am getting insanely lucky with the data gifts right now, because Cielo just gave us a quick data. Very nice. This is making Surf very powerful. I'm never this lucky with these data gains. That's the kind of thing that makes the replaying Mega 10 games fun, is sometimes randomly you just get really good gifts from your party members like that, and it makes you way stronger than you normally would be. Of course, it's annoying when that doesn't happen, and ends up making the game a lot harder. Alright, let's see if Argilla can't nom this guy right here. Get a little bit of AP going for herself. There we go. And no stomach ache, I appreciate it. Alright, almost got Bolt Emperor mastered. Alright, I was noticing that her Atma gain was pretty terrible there. We haven't actually set Atma bonus on her. She hasn't really been casting Bufu. Well, actually, no, I do want Bufu on her because Aguila wasn't being used on anything. We'll put that instead. And checking this guy. We can get a Sapphire off of him. Nothing too special there. Okay. Now, past this door. Well, not quite yet, but hey, that guy over there, he, looks like he's got a... I just had a really scary encounter there. I just got ambushed by 3 Skatoks, and they just very nearly Power Waved me to death. If the third one had decided to use Power Wave, I would have gotten a game over there, and that is annoying. But yes, this is one of the Angel faction soldiers, and it looks like he had the security card, but they took it from him. Let's see if we can't find that. Actually, since I had such a close call with that one encounter, I'm actually going to want to put the Trick Ring on Argilla. It'll make her hunt skills weaker, but I would much rather have the safety that just having one instance of Sakukaja would afford me. Now here we've got Gate 03, we got a small Karma Terminal, and let's see. We want to head south first, and we want to take, well, that's the western path, we want to take the eastern path. In here we got a treasure. Hey, 2 quick datas, very nice. Surf is becoming pretty powerful at this point. Powerful enough to take on anything we could come across, really. Hey, new enemy here, Pazuzu. This guy is weak to Elec and otherwise nothing too special. He's also weak to Expel, although I don't use Expel magic very often. But yeah, nothing too threatening. Let's just hit him with Zeo. Didn't get the fear there, so we'll just kill him. Not somebody that I want to mess around with, really. I believe he has death magic, and we mastered Bolt Emperor anyway. Now, I want to be very mindful of the money that I'm spending here, because the 2 mantras that I'm setting surf towards, pretty expensive. Let's just swing by that small Karma Terminal real quick. Okay. Now, let's just take a stock of our money real quick. Alright, we got over 100,000 right now. Don't have to worry too much about going for broke. I just have to be mindful of how much I'm spending on my other characters. But let's get Ice Wolf set. Probably will not master this by the time we need to set Calm Spirit, but that's not a huge deal. I'm almost certainly going to have it done before the end of this dungeon. Now, I'm not setting Ice Wolf because I particularly care about any of the magic that it teaches me. Instead, what I want from it is the mantra that is adjacent to it, which I will point it out once we actually unlock it. And in here we get a Tiger's Eye, very nice. Yep, I was actually looking at my list there and just went to look at that computer. Surf wanted to browse YouTube real quick. Oh hey, another new enemy. This is Osei. He is weak to Earth and Poison. Earth is what we have set, so that is what we will use, and oof, that is a rough start. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no. We are in a terrible situation, and game over. Well, that sets me back quite a bit, because, like an idiot, I did not save at that small Karma Terminal. So, I will get through the preceding areas of this dungeon, and I will meet you back here. That was terrible. Alright, back roughly where we left off after having gotten all the treasure there. I know what you're thinking. Well, that wasn't fair. You didn't even get a chance to do anything. Yes, you are correct. That was extremely unfair. Unfortunately, that's kind of the downside of hard mode in this game. You just get some of those encounters that are extremely unfair to you when you get into them. There's not really much preparation you could have done for that. I mean, of course there are preparations, but it's very hard to have them at a moment's notice. I didn't have them, so I got killed there. And it's not like I didn't try to circumvent that. I had the trick ring on Argilla, but I just had really terrible luck, and she did not dodge all of those key blasts that were heading our way. But we're doing better on AP at least. Unfortunately, I did not luck out on the quick data that time, so that, I guess, is the universe balancing itself out. One bit of good luck, one bit of bad. Let's see. Now, in here... I could have sworn there was something in here. There should be a corpse in here, shouldn't there? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. If it was oh, I bet it's past this way. Yeah, it's this room. I gave myself very unspecific instructions. On this corpse here, we get a not terribly good item. We get a muscle drink. I'll never use that. Alright, gotta hit the recover button every single time. Alright. Then we want to head into this room. There's nothing on that corpse there. And this one... Get a chakra pot, too, actually. That's decently more useful than a muscle drink, although, because I'm me, it's unlikely that I'll actually use them. Here's the room we're looking for. Now, inside here, got some more Karma soldiers. Can't be any worse than the Oseis that I got ambushed by. And Baphomet's, yeah, these guys are not threatening in the slightest. Sets up Expel Repel, but I was just going to Key Blast them anyway. Here's an instance where having the Skull Ring would have helped out, but they missed completely anyway. So let's just Key Blast them, and we'll them up right up. Actually doing pretty good on Ice Wolf at this point. Hopefully Argilla maxes out Lightning here so I can get access to Mazionga. Hey, they dropped a Daisy also. I'll do good on our money here. Not that it helps in this dungeon, because Johnny is at the start. I really wish he was later in the dungeon. I mean, he was late into the Karma Society Tower. Alright, we got the security card 03 here. I just want to set Zionga on Argilla real quick before I forget. And we definitely want to grab this ring, or, I spoiled what was in this node. We get the Speedy Ring. This is a unique ring. Let's just take a look at its description real quick, because it's a little non-indicative of what it does. So, first person does 2x damage, damage down gradually thereafter. That is a wildly inaccurate description of what that, what this ring does. What it does is that it doubles the damage of the first action you take, and then every action afterwards, your damage is halved. So this can be a very good ring if you just throw it on your first person and then have them dump out a skill and they'll just kill everything. But it's pretty lousy for hunting, and it has a huge drawback every turn afterwards. So I'm not a fan of it, but if you're just interested in killing things and you want to do it cheaply, just slap it on Roland and have him use Vile Blade, and that will win you fights. I'm not going to do that because I actually want to hunt and get our mantras developed. I'd rather do that as I go rather than stick to dedicated grinding every single time. These get on. You know what? Let's just kill these guys because I want to get to this door. Because, well, I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, and we also have to swap out Argilla's mantra and probably save here. I did make a safety save this time. Now, let me think. What do I want her to work towards? Honestly, I don't really have anything particular in mind for Argilla. It's actually not going to matter in the very near future. No, I'm not going to have her work on Karma. I'll probably just have her work on Tier 2 Magic at this point. We'll max out Ice Demon just so she has access to Ice Boost. So I'd save myself the trouble of having to do that later. We will update our safety save. Do not want a repeat of what happened earlier in the video. I did mark down that that happened around the 12-minute mark, so I know how long I'm doing on this video. Alright, now let's get this gate open. Alright, let's use the security card. What the? Nobody said there'd be a password? Yeah, what password? Well, the only person that there is to ask is that, guard we passed. Oh, hey, a new enemy here, Tanki. This guy is weak to earth, and that's all there really is to say about them. Ooh, Spell Gloom. That is the Tier 2 debuff. I didn't really go over it. I believe no, it's not Yakusin. The Tarakas, they used Dark Mirage on us, and that was the Tier 2 evasion accuracy debuff. The Tier 2 debuffs were missing from Digital Devil Saga, but they have been re-added from Nocturne, though they tend to have different names. The only one that has the same name is Taunt, I believe. But yeah, Warcry has become... Well, Warcry used to be a magic and offense debuff, but it's been consolidated. Now it is Enervate and Spell Gloom, and Dark Mirage is equivalent to Fog Breath. Unfortunately, with his last breath, he told us that the password we are looking for is in fact on the card itself. Not exactly great password security, but it works for our purposes. But yes, and I've taken the liberty of writing that down on my item list, actually. I was thinking ahead for once when I made this, and just took note of that so I don't have to memorize it. But yes, the code for that is 11771409. And we'll just tear through these chunks and get right to that. Easy peasy. Oh, hey, actually, this sets this one up for a Rend Asunder. Very nice. Wasn't expecting the crit there. Alright. So close to mastering Ice Wolf, I'm actually not going to have to worry about taking that off at the expense of, what was it? Calm Spirit. Yes, 1177 and 1409. And with that, a little bit of busy work, we have got the gate open. You don't actually have to talk to that guy. You can look at the card. In fact, you don't even have to look at the card. The password is the same every time. I already had it written down, so let's see. Now here... yes, we want to take this. And in here, we will get Scarlet Pearl. It's a luck-boosting gem, not anything I'm ever going to use. Unfortunately. Oh, hey! Omoikane, let's go for it. I actually would really like if we could get at least a couple of these guys. I don't have my phone on me. I actually took a picture of what the weakness lineups were for these guys. So let's just take a shot with Tarazi, and no go. What about with Bufala? No go, bad luck. One thing I'm gonna do once this video is over, I'll definitely be training up Galen Teal, but I also want to be hunting for Jack Frost encounters, because I want to get that done as soon as possible, just because the benefits diminish the later you get into the game. And after a point, the only real benefit to it is for the sake of completing the side quest. And in this room, get a decent treasure here. Get 2 impact bombs. Impact bombs, of course, being the Tier 2 multi-targeting Earth spell items. Very handy. Alright, and as always, any rooms that I'm passing over, they do not have anything in them, so don't worry about them. If you want to fill out your map to satisfy your compulsions, then by all means, but I'm just going to stick to what gets us through this area the fastest. Alright. Alright, hey, a recovery terminal here. Let me just check my item list while I'm using this. And yeah, actually there is nothing in any of these rooms that we really care about, so we're just gonna head straight to the room that has the security card for us, which would be this one. And on this guy's dead body, we get security card 04. Very nice. Sorry for your loss. Actually, I do just want to dip through here just to make sure we're on something real quick. Okay, yes, actually, this way is important. At the end of the hallway, there is an elevator, and let me see here. Okay, there's nothing else to care about there. But that elevator does not actually take us further in the dungeon. It takes us to the field hunt for this area. Obviously, we do not have the correct mantras set for it at this point. Now, once again, the code is on the card. but I've already got it written down, so we'll just put that in. It is 40051918. Easy peasy. Okay, the next small terminal will be coming up shortly, so we will switch out our mantras there, and then I'll cut back to the field hunt area after setting up my skills for it, of course. Well, actually, I'll wait until I get to the door. Now, for a hint for something coming up, he's already dead, but inspect his corpse. Doesn't seem to have anything useful, but there's a piece of paper in his pocket, and it looks like we've got a simple alphabet cipher here. The simplest one imaginable. Each letter of the alphabet is corresponding to a number, and as you can imagine, A is 1, B is 2, and so on and so forth until Z, 26. Now, how will that be relevant? Well, it will come up very shortly. First off here, this is where the next small terminal is.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Osays, let's, since Argilla talked there, I know that I've got my chance to redeem myself. I just gotta get killing these guys on screen to get revenge for what they did to us. Yeah, no problem there with a Tarazi from Surf. Ah, that's unlucky. Alright, just punch him. They are dead. They did not get the first go that time, so they did not get to rub our faces in their superior physical might. Okay, now let's set up our mantras here. Surf, of course, I want him working on Calm Spirit. Also, the upcoming field hunt is Kusibitama, so we want Wind Magic in order to be able to hit them for their weaknesses. Let's see here. You know what, just for the sake of it, get this mantra unlocked, I'll set Roland on Priestess. I don't really care about that mantra. Cielo does not have that. I was kind of hoping to bring Cielo into the upcoming field hunts, but that is not going to work out. However, we are going to... Actually, does anybody else have access to... let me just get Calm Spirit set before I forget about it. Does anybody else have access to Hades? I don't think so. Yeah, Cielo is the only one who has access, so... we'll set him on that just to get some points towards it. I will have him master this eventually. Just in case it happens off camera, this is the next esoteric mantra that I want, and the ability that teaches you is Item Find, and I want to teach that to everyone before we get out of this dungeon. So that's going to be another goal that I'm working on once we have it unlocked, just because there's a very high chance that I will not get it unlocked on camera. Alright, let's back up our safety save here. And I will cut ahead to when I am in front of the field hunt door and have my skills already set for the hunt. So I will meet you there. Alright, got my party set up for what I believe is the most effective way to tackle this field hunt and hopefully get what I want out of it. Of course, that is always going to depend a little on luck because the Mitamas have pretty high evasion. And even under the ideal circumstances, there is a good chance that I will miss. To mitigate the chance of that happening, though, I have Argilla leading off with Mazan and Set with the Trick Ring, so ideally she'll hit. Now this one's got a pretty complicated layout, and I'd actually advise scouting it out before taking it on, just so you have the map filled out already. And that was a dead end there, so once again, I've let myself be tricked. I've been bamboozled. Heading down this way should have our demon, yes. Okay, now let's just peek down this way. No, I don't think it's that way. At least I don't think. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one's got a really okay, it didn't matter. It's in this room. But yeah, this one has you wrap around some pretty extensive backtracking. Let me see. I think... No, okay, yes, we want to turn this way at this point. I'm probably not going to get any higher than 25, and that's if I get lucky. Okay, there was nothing there. At this point, we wrap back around, I believe. And yeah, it's probably awaiting us in this room right here. Yep. Okay, now, where are they this time? I think, yeah, that's the one where they trick you. Let's see if I can't get two more. Nope. That might make it a little tricky, but hopefully I just want to get at least two of these guys devoured, so let's do that. First, we'll hit him with the Mazan. Alright, that guy's down. I just want to focus on getting these guys killed. Now, Cielo is not capable of casting Zan on his own, so I'm going to have to combo it, but I didn't want him to attack this turn anyway, so let's just do that. Alright, nice. And then we'll have Argilla soften this one up. And Surf should be able to rend this one asunder. There we go. I want Surf to eat at least 2 of these guys. That will absolutely max out his, what was it, Calm Spirit. At that point, I want to see if I can't get Cielo to eat one of them. Okay. And unfortunately, I just realized as I got here, I forgot to give Surf Mazan. Not the end of the world, though. Okay. We want to cast it with Surf because that is stronger. Ah, missed. That is okay, though. Oh, that is terrible luck. Alright, that one has run away. Let's hit this one. Hit these guys with Mazan again. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. Beautiful. Unfortunately, not able to get any devouring done for Cielo, but it is... Oh, wait. Actually, I can just have him cast Zan single target. Okay, Mazan. Alright, let's rend asunder, see how much damage that does for us. Nah, not even close. This guy's probably gonna run away, but oh well. Yeah. I can just get that mastered off screen for Cielo anyway. But the important thing is that I got Calm Spirit, so now Surf has access to Mediarama. Now, I'll definitely have much use for that later on down the line. Honestly, not quite satisfied. Honestly, I don't really have anything I care about for Surf at this point, so I can just have him work on for whatever. In fact, I can probably set him on Hades myself. Alright, let's just get our party set back together, and I will meet you back at the small Karma Terminal, since that's where we need to be anyway, so cutting ahead to there. Alright, here we are. Contrary to what I said, I actually set Surf on Esoteric 1 so that he can learn Mutual Karma, because there will come a point where I want him to have that. Now, at this point, the first room we want to head towards, so we want to head towards the east, so we actually want to turn to the left. Yeah, I always get mixed around when I have to approach from these unorthodox angles. But on this corpse, we get a medical kit. Now, we do actually want to head towards the southwestern room. You know what, before I forget... And there, for once, the 2 rooms actually do have treasure in them instead of one of them just having nothing. Let's set a Mediarama on Surf. At this point, and for quite a while actually, that'll be a full heal. I will want somebody else to learn Mediarama after a point for a very particular reason. Oh, these are just chumps. I can keep blast these guys because, well. It's gonna be pretty important, but I can put that off for the next dungeon. I can just quickly train someone up to have it, since I'll definitely have somebody with access to it. And for the first time in a while, we've got a booby-trapped chest here. And unfortunately, these guys get the first go, but they're not terribly threatening. If they don't have multi-targeting physical attacks, then they're not terribly threatening. That is my general rule of thumb. Let's just Vile Blade these guys. There we go. We'll do a Rend Asunder here. And Argilla can just finish this guy off. Overall, not too tough, and we get a Tiger's Eye for our efforts. Not bad at all. And at this point, we just want to head towards the other branching path that is up north. And once again, there will actually be treasure awaiting us in both rooms. Haha, once again, I forgot to set my new skills. In this case, we want to get Zionga on Roland, finally getting him some more Tier 2 magic. It's just not as high a priority for him because his magic is pretty terrible, but it is something we want to do eventually. It'll actually be very important for the upcoming dungeon, for reasons that we'll get into when we get into it, but I did mention that this dungeon here is the climax of the first half of the game, and once we complete it, things are going to change very considerably, so it's a good idea to be prepared for that. Yeah, I guess I can just have him work on Fatal Hunt skills. I believe I mentioned this when I was first working on the Demon Mantra, but Fatal Hunt skills, very horribly nerfed in this game. They no longer work quite as well against afraid enemies. Devil's Feast at best has like 50-50 odds, and even Ingest can fail on afraid enemies, so I'm not a huge fan of them in this game like I was in the first game where I always set them for field hunts. Yeah, kind of an annoying nerf since it's not like they were great to begin with. The multi-targeting variants might still be useful. Hey, another rose. And there is actually, well, there's 2. Oh, I can just keep going. There are two hunt skills that actually can work, fatal hunt skills that can work guaranteed, but they work under very specific circumstances. We'll likely unlock them at a certain point before we get to the major point of no return for this game, but it's unlikely that I'll actually commit to learning them, and we'll probably never use them, because by the time I can easily learn the mantras that bequeath them, we will be past the point where they would be desirable to have. And I will explain that when we get there. And once again, we've got three guys just waiting to ambush us. Two Skatoks and a Pazuzu. Fortunately, we actually get the first go here. I'm not going to mess around. Let's just Tentarafu and call it a day. You do not want to mess around with Skatoks. Unfortunately, Pazuzu is immune to that, but it's not a huge deal. That is just a minor annoyance. We can Zionga this guy and call it a day. Trying to waste my time. Not getting as high leveled as I thought we would, but I am going to be doing some concentrated grinding before the end of this dungeon, so I guess it does not matter. We get the security card 05 right off the bat, and we get the change ring. This is an interesting ring. Let's just take a look at that real quick. What the change ring does is revert/transform will not expend a turn icon. What this means is that you can essentially use revert transform as a sort of way to pass turns without actually passing them and turning them into half a press turn. And there are situational ways you could use this to just, if you don't have any plans for a character in a particular fight, you can just have them transform and revert constantly and essentially give you a free turn for your other characters to work with. And in a game where the bosses are more often, they have weaknesses that you can exploit, that's actually pretty handy. Now, I personally have never made any serious use of it, but I did want to outline these sort of tricks that you could do with it. And it is actually something that you could use to potentially give yourself more turns in an Omoikane battle once you have the Impel Stone. Before you have the Impel Stone, it doesn't really matter. You get the same amount of turns either way. Roland has his next mantra mastered there, but I'm not going to bother doubling back to actually get it changed, because we're going to be coming up on another small terminal soon enough. Now, I want to actually take a look at our security card 05 here, because as you can see, instead of having a number, it has the word Abyss written on it. Now, remember, that guy had that alphabetical cipher, so obviously each one of these letters corresponds to a number, and the Y and SS, of course, they are in the double digits, so that makes up the rest of the 8-digit code. Translated using the cipher, it is 122 5 1919 Abyss. It's like entering words on a telephone. Okay. I forget which one of these doors we want to take. Okay, yes, it's this one. Now, we are at the final small Karma Terminal. Over that way, up north, that is our boss fight. To the south, there's a treasure we can grab, but I will save that for the next video. This, it's not in the actual recording, because I will edit this down considerably, but this has been running for about an hour right now. So, first order of business, we actually did unlock a new esoteric mantra off of Roland Mastering Priestess there. This one is quite terrible, actually. Not one I'm going to bother learning. This is Esoteric 2, and it teaches Miser's Spirit. What does that do? If your character gets panicked and they have this skill equipped, they will not throw away money. Panic is just not common enough to justify having a skill like this. And honestly, while you can stand to lose a lot of money when your characters chuck it while they're panicked, it's not something that they're guaranteed to do, and also it would just be more effective to null panic outright, so really, if you wanted to avoid that, you would just pursue the ailment skill line, and let's see, what does Kichijijo teach? No, it's not this one, but I believe around Vidyaraja, at that point, it teaches the nullification skills, and I think null panic is one of the first ones you learn, so really it would just be better to work towards that instead. Alright, so, I'm going to lay out my training plans here. Like I said, Gale and Cielo are going to be switching into the party very soon, and I want them to be ready for that, because otherwise it's going to make the game a lot harder on me. So my main plan here is I'm going to have them master all of the 2500 money mantras, including Angel and Yaksa, and then I'm going to have them work on the Tier 2 magic, and that's it. And it's tempting to have Gale work towards more physical attacks, but I can have them work on those when I actually get them in the party. Additionally, I want to master Hades and get access to this mantra right here, Esoteric 3, which teaches us Item Find. That is a very helpful skill. It increases the drop rate of items after you defeat enemies, and we can get a lot of good items if we have this running on everyone. I probably will not bother to learn it within this dungeon just because money is going to be kind of tight at this point, but I will unlock it, and likely once we have a chance to unload all our plants on Johnny, then I'll teach it to everyone and have them learn it once we start the next dungeon. But we'll save that for the next video. For right now, I will save the game here. I will do my training off screen. Another thing that I want to do is try and get the last few Jack Frost encounters going, so I can compile that into a single video and have that side quest dusted and not have to worry about it for the rest of the game. I don't know if I can get that done, but I hope to. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, goodbye.